you gonna say about it? I mean, it's the best thing to come out of Iowa since corn dogs.
All right. Today we're looking at the Sig Sauer P239. This is the SAS version, which has got the cool mount on it. This actually is very close to the first gun I ever purchased. Now, I expected it to do a whole lot of rolls in the early days of buying guns for myself, and I didn't really realize that you couldn't buy one gun that did everything. It turns out there is no integrally suppressed, fully automatic USPSA legal pistol on the market. But so I ended up with this, and I did end up trading it rather quickly out for something that was a little more practical for a new shooter. So it's kind of fun for me to revisit this gun today. I haven't shot one since then, because frankly, you don't see a whole lot of these. But you know, it's a pleasant gun to shoot. I struggle a little bit with where it fits in the world of handguns today. Modern market. I'm sure it was like, you know, lighter and thinner than anything on the market when it came out, but there's a lot of options that are to me more practical today. I will say this: it was 100% reliable. It was very easy to shoot. I seem to connect well with it. I don't know why I'm so like split on this gun in my head, so I'm gonna just pass this down the line and listen, and then reserve my judgment till the end if that's all right with everyone.
I think this is a complicated gun. I look at this gun reminds me of what an Eastern European cop might carry. Mm-hmm. It does just seem wonky. It's anytime you have a thin single stack with a double single action, you're going to have an ergonomic problem with how that trigger pull is. The trigger pull is going to feel unnaturally heavy. It's going to have a tendency to yaw in your hand a little bit. There's all kinds of things about this gun that make it uncomfortable.
And why is that more prevalent in the single stack than it is in the double stack?
When you have a double stack, it fits much better
okay.
into the meat of your hand. You just have a lot more control, and you can make that pull much cleaner.
Yeah.
With the single stack, you just don't have that. So when I kind of came to this gun with the idea that I'm not going to like this very much. Mm-hmm. So, but I wanted to utilize it the way it was meant to be utilized, which is as a carry gun. Okay. Granted, an Eastern European carry gun, but a carry gun all the same.
Why Eastern? Anyway.
Because the Second Amendment is alive and well there.
Yeah. So, I worked with this gun from a draw and from double action and follow-up shots, and I was super impressed at how it performed. I think when you look at other double single action single stacks, and there's very few of them out there.
Left.
The early Smith & Wessons, which were single stack, were, just fat as fat could be. Right. Most of the other ones that you see are going to be in 380, which is like the PPK, and I think this gun is head and shoulders above and better than a PPK. Right. But I think it exists in a very wonky, weird kind of world. I don't think it's going to appeal to everybody. But if you want a full metal, single stack, double single action gun, this is best in class. Now granted, that's a narrowly defined class, but this gun is going to be as accurate as you would expect it to be. It's going to be completely reliable. It is tough. And even though it's kind of weird looking, I think the aesthetics of it kind of grow on you after a while.
Yeah, I shot this gun far better than I thought I was going to. It was extremely easy to shoot, and of course the short reset trigger helps with that. But as Mike already said, there are other single stack, double action, single action guns out there, and most of them suck. Most of them are really not very shootable. They're really tough to shoot, really tough to get on a target at any appreciable distance. So this really is, the best option out there for that. And if that's your primary platform, if you spend 95% of your trigger time behind a double action, single action gun, this gun may make a lot more sense. Or if just SIG is your main platform and you shoot double action, single action SIGs for your pistols, then again, if you're looking for your single stack gun, this really is a great option for you. So it is kind of a smaller market for that, but if that's your platform style, this is one of the very few options out there, and it definitely is the best one. And I was actually thinking about this because my shop carry gun is a CZ compact, but it's still way too big for me to carry out in the world. Any double stack is probably going to be that case for me, except in the dead of winter when I have a coat on.
Right.
So there really aren't very many good options for a much smaller one. And for me, I shoot almost all double action, single action because that's my primary competition gun. But if you're a cop or something and you shoot a 226 all day long, or practice constantly with that platform, this is it. It's perfect.
Yeah, my feelings on this gun are very, very complicated as well. My criticisms of the SIG, or my personal taste for the SIG double single action and the high bore axis still play here. I don't mean to sound as negative about it as I have in the past and probably will now. But I do like this gun because it represents a size that resonates well with me. This is the size of gun that I would be carrying more often than not. When people come in and ask me what do you carry, it's something along these lines. And when you show people some of the mid to medium frame 1911s, they're like, oh, that's not for me. This is a direction you can go then, where you can carry a full mass, full capacity, full capability service pistol, efficiently sized. And that's what this is. It's still got some heft to it. It still feels like a gun, and it does what guns are supposed to do. So for someone who doesn't want 1911, but are looking for this size, if you are a SIG shooter, if you're attracted to double single action guns, looking for something in this size, this is definitely one for you. If your department mandates that you carry a SIG and that you're looking for an off-duty gun, this is one to look at. I really like this is the SAS configuration of the 239, and I do like the SAS versions of all the models that they offer that in. That's probably my favorite of any model that they offer that in. That's my favorite configuration of them. The melt job on these is just fantastic. Like I said, my feelings are very complex on it. I can't give it a thumbs down because it is a high quality product. It's well engineered. It's very reliable. It's very accurate. It just doesn't fit my personal taste and preferences. So I'm giving it a meh, but it is definitely a good product.
Thumbs up for me.
Yeah, for me, I just think it's great. That's good.
That's good. I can't get over something about this gun. I don't know what it is. And maybe it's just because it was the first gun I bought and it wasn't really the best choice for my first gun. Maybe that's what it is. I can't give any reliable gun a thumbs down that's as easy to shoot and connect as this one is. So I'm going to go ahead and say meh plus. I'm carving out a new category.
Is that
No, there's no. It's a meh. I'm sorry.
It's
No,
two mehs and two thumbs up. It's
Sig,
better than I thought the gun would do.
You make a great gun, and this is one that just doesn't quite make sense to me. So I will leave it at that. So thanks
it's
so
a
much.
niche gun?
It is kind of a niche
That's
gun.
what it is.
Yeah.
Very much a niche gun.
Very cool. All right. The Sig Sauer P239.